Guys, welcome to Bible study with Deaconess Destiny Omeanka. Today we are going to be looking at the Gospel according to John chapter 2. Now let's dive in. The wedding in Cana. 2 days later, there was a wedding in the town of Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine had given out, Jesus' mother said to him, "They are out of wine." "You must not tell me what to do," Jesus replied. "My time has not yet come." Jesus' mother then told the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." The Jews have rules about ritual washing, and for this purpose 6 stone water jars were there, each one large enough to hold between 20 and 30 gallons. Verse 7. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill these jars with water." They filled them to the brim, and then he told them, "Now draw some water out and take it to the man in charge of the feast." They took him the water, which now had turned into wine, and he tasted it. He did not know where this wine had come from. But of course, the servant had drawn out the water knew. So he called the bridegroom and said to him, "Everyone else serve the best wine first, and after the guests have drunk a lot, he served the ordinary wine. But you have kept the best wine until now." Jesus performed this first miracle in Cana in Galilee. There he revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him. Verse 12. After this, Jesus and his mother, brothers, and disciples went to Capernaum and stayed there a few days. Jesus goes to the temple. Verse 13. It was almost time for the Passover festival, so Jesus went to Jerusalem. There in the temple, he found people selling cattle, sheep, pigeons, and also the money changers sitting at their table. So he made a whip from cord and drove all the animals out of the temple, both the sheep and the cattle. He overturned the tables of the money changers and scattered their coins. And he ordered those who sold the pigeons, "Take them out of here. Stop making my father's house a marketplace." His disciples remembered that the scripture says, "My devotion to your house, O God, burns in me like a fire." Verse 18. The Jewish authorities came back at him with a question. "What miracle can you perform to show us that you have the right to do this?" Jesus answered, "Tear down this temple, and in 3 days I will build it again." Verse 20. "Are you going to build it again in 3 days?" They asked him. "It has taken 46 years to build this temple." But the temple Jesus was speaking about was his body. So when he was raised from death, his disciples remembered that he had said this, and they believed the scripture and what Jesus has said. Jesus' knowledge about human nature. Verse 23. While Jesus was in Jerusalem during the Passover festival, many believed in him as they saw the miracles he performed. But Jesus did not trust himself to them because he knew them all. There was no need for anyone to tell him about them because he himself knew what was in their hearts. This is the gospel according to John. Watch out for chapter 3 of the book of John. God bless you. Ciao.